Hey everyone, Dr. Trevor Cates here, and I was just on Good Day Chicago, Fox 32, talking about toxins in beauty products and cosmetics. And there's a lot of buzz about this right now because of the movie Not So Pretty out. And I'm really glad that people are starting to pay attention to this and in a bigger way because it's something that we really need to pay attention to. These toxins in our environment are just we're getting exposed to so many more of these than we ever have been. So, and as a doctor, I really have had for many years concerns for my patients about the health effects of these toxins in skincare products. And then as a skincare manufacturer myself, I'm very aware of you know, the lack of regulation around personal care products and what doesn't have to be disclosed on the label and how easy it is to sneak in toxic ingredients. So, making skincare products has made me aware of personal care products on a whole new level. And I know with my manufacturer, she's oftentimes baffled by all the things that I want to do to make sure my products are made correctly. And I know people are commenting about the word natural doesn't even really mean anything in skincare products, which is kind of crazy. And in the United States, only 11 ingredients have been banned in personal care products, while in Europe, over 1,000 ingredients have been banned. And the problem is that many of these chemicals have hormone disrupting effects. And as you all know, I'm doing the Hormones, Health, and Harmony docu-series right now. We're getting ready to air episode 3 later today. Episode 2 is up now. And part of the reason why I am doing this docu-series on hormones, health, and harmony and on women's health is because I've learned so much over my 22 years seeing patients, making skincare products, doing research to write my book, Clean Skin from Within, and then writing my book, Natural Beauty Reset. I've learned so much about toxic chemicals and how they impact our health and how they throw off our hormones. And as women, hormones are so essential for our health. And this is just one of the ways that toxins that we're exposed to are impacting our health. There are also carcinogenic ingredients. So there are a number of reasons we want to be concerned. So I thought I would share with you some of what I shared today on Good Day Chicago on Fox 32. And so that you can, because, they only give me like 5 minutes to share things. And I wanted to dive in and share a bit more with you about these. So one of the compounds that's gotten a lot of attention lately are PFAS. And PFAS, they've been getting a lot of attention lately because they're known as forever chemicals. And they're known as forever chemicals because they break down very, very slowly in the environment and they actually bioaccumulate. So that means they accumulate in human tissues and also in animals. So there's an environmental concern as well as a human concern. So PFAS are used in things that create non-stick, stain repellent, waterproof. So they're also used in cosmetics, surprisingly, but it's, because we want to look beautiful all the time. So we want the mascara that never comes off. We want that lipstick that never comes off. So they're used in mascaras and lipsticks. So let me tell you something. One of the worst places to put toxins is in lipstick because if you think about it, not only are you putting it on your body, you're putting it in your mouth. So would you just don't want to, you want to be really particularly careful with your lip products because you're licking your lips, you're basically consuming whatever you put on your lips. And the regulations around cosmetics, believe me, I know this. Being in the skincare industry, I know there is a lack of regulations and it really, really needs to change. So I'm so happy that there are movies coming out like Not So Pretty, things like that are just getting this more awareness around it. Yeah. And yeah, so somebody is saying PFAS are so sneaky they even happen accidentally in the manufacturing process. It's really kind of scary how much these are showing up. So they're not just in cosmetics. They are everywhere. They're actually in our water now and a lot of drinking water. And so this contamination is becoming a real concern because PFAS have been linked to a number of health issues, reproductive problems, cancer, liver damage, obesity, so many problems. And they are showing up in human samples, and not just a few, but most of us have it in our bodies. And so we really need to do whatever we can to reduce our total exposure. I don't want to just talk about the problem. What can we do about that? So let's talk about that. What we want to do is think of all the ways that you might be getting exposed to these, that your family is getting exposed to these, and throw out a lot of products. Start swapping out a lot of things that you use because they're in your air, your water, your food, your personal care products, PFAS, along with a lot of other hormone disrupting chemicals. So we really want to start swapping these out. So instead of fragrance, looking for fragrance free, or looking for things with essential oils. Instead of nonstick cookware, looking for stainless steel, cast iron, there's porcelain, there are a lot of different things that don't have that nonstick coating. Looking at things that, unfortunately, it's in the lining of a lot of packaging. So you want to swap those out too, or try and buy things that aren't in that sort of non-stick coating. If you're getting new carpet, new furniture, try to avoid the ones with fire retardants, with a lot of extra fire retardants. You might even want to go to a secondhand store and buy things that have actually, the furniture is off gassed a lot already. You want to definitely drink clean water. You want to purify your drinking water. You want to look at alternatives for your cleaning products. So looking, vinegar and lemon juice and things like that, they can clean just about everything in your house. You don't have to use all these toxic cleaning products, because that's another way we're exposed to a lot of these toxic chemicals. So you just want to start making these changes, whether it's just starting to buy more organic, swapping out some of your personal care products. Just start making some changes and be aware of these. And I think we also need to share this message with other people so that we force companies to make a change. So when there's a big stink about stuff like this, when there's a big buzz about it, hopefully, like with this movie Not So Pretty, and also with the Hormones Health and Harmony docu-series, things like that, the public is getting educated. We are getting educated so that when we go to manufacturers, we say, is this in your product? Are you using this? And we start asking questions. Say, I'm not going to buy your products if they're toxic, if they're harmful for my family. Start asking questions. Demand cleaner, natural alternatives. It's one of the reasons why we don't see a lot of parabens in personal care products anymore. It's one of the reasons we're seeing more natural skincare products. Even big companies are starting to make more natural skincare products because the public is demanding it. So the more you become educated and become aware of this, and ask questions of manufacturers and push back and choose products that companies and support companies that actually use clean ingredients, the better. So do this. Go watch the Hormones Health and Harmony docu-series. Episode 4, which is airing tomorrow, which starts tomorrow, is called Too Toxic. And we talk all about toxins in the environment and how to reduce your total load. If you haven't signed up for the Hormones Health and Harmony docu-series yet, just go to hormoneseries.com. Hormoneseries.com. It's free, and we're sharing an episode a day that's up for 24 hours. So go to hormoneseries.com, put in your name and email, and you'll get an email with a link to watch the current episode. Right now, we're on episode 2. Tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern time, we switch to episode 3. And then tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are switching over to Too Toxic, episode 4. You definitely don't want to miss that one. That's my favorite episode in the whole series. And if I could do a whole docu-series just on toxins, and maybe I will at some point. But sometimes it's hard to get people to pay attention because we just don't oftentimes want to hear about it. So that's why I'm talking about hormones, because it impacts all women. But one of the things that we have to do to help balance our hormones is reduce our exposure to these toxins. And we need to boost our body's detoxification pathways so that we can eliminate these toxins as we're exposed to them. Some of these are really hard for our bodies to eliminate. So those are the ones you want to focus on. Things like these PFAS that are these forever chemicals. You get exposed to these, your body just doesn't know what to do with them, and they create havoc in the body. So get rid of these. And then there are certain ones that maybe aren't quite as harmful. And you see, when you get a facial once a month or every few months, maybe don't worry so much about the toxic skincare products. Ideally, you always choose natural and clean, but if you just really start focusing on the products you use every day. And I know I've got some questions here. So people asking me for brands of makeup and hair care products and things like that. So first of all, so in case you guys don't know, I founded the Spa Doctor skincare line. I have a line of natural skincare products and supplements, and I wanted to create this because I love my beauty routine too. So, and I was working at the Waldorf Astoria Spa in Park City as the doctor in the spa, and I know my patients, they had a certain standard of skincare products. They wanted not only the products to be clean, but they wanted them to work. They wanted them to smell luxurious. And so that's why I created the Spa Doctor skincare line, so that you can get natural, truly natural, clean skincare products. Because the word natural, the word hypoallergenic actually has zero meaning. It has no regulations. But I wanted to create something that I knew was truly clean and non-toxic for my patients, and that also they could enjoy, because we want to enjoy our personal care routine. We want to enjoy our beauty products. It's like part of being a woman. So many of us love that. Not every woman, not every woman loves, the whole beauty product stuff, but most of us do. And actually some men. And so we definitely want to make sure that we're using products that we know are safe. So as far as skincare products, definitely check out the spadoctor.com. Check out my skincare products because they are truly clean, natural. And when I have my manufacturer work on these, I have certain guidelines that I have her follow that are way above and beyond the FDA regulations. In fact, I initially started making my products in Europe because the European guidelines are so much more strict. They're so much stricter than the US ones. So my products are made to EU standards, which are way, way up here. There've been over a thousand ingredients banned in Europe, only 11 in the US. So you got to look for things like that. And I'll give you a resource on where to find more products, because we don't make cosmetics, we don't make hair care products yet at the Spa Doctor. Maybe we'll get there, hopefully get some funding, maybe I can get some support running this company all on my own. So, but you can go to Environmental Working Group, EWG.org, and they have a skin deep database where you can search your skincare products, search ingredients, and it'll tell you what they're rated. Now, the Spot Doctor skincare products are EWG verified. We've gone through their standards and their met their guidelines, so they are EWG verified. But EWG.org, this is a great place to start. And also, if you have a copy of my book, Clean Skin from Within, I have a list of a bunch of ingredients to avoid and healthier alternatives. So grab a copy of Clean Skin from Within. You can get that on Amazon or anywhere you like to buy books. So, makeups can be a little tricky. It depends upon what you like and what your expectations are. I don't wear a lot of makeup. The thing about makeup is that the thing is, you shouldn't have to wear makeup. I want to get women away from the ideas, oh, I can't leave the house without makeup. First of all, you're naturally beautiful. It's just part of who you are, because beauty comes from within. And we just, sometimes we have to work on that. But also, if you have issues with your skin is an outer reflection of your overall health. So that's the first thing, is we've got to fix our skin from the inside out. My book, Clean Skin from Within, we go deep into this. So we've got to address skin issues so that your skin, you can like wake up and not have to wear any makeup because you don't have anything to hide. So that's the first thing. Now, I know at the same time as women, we like to, put on a little stuff here and there. And then, like I was on TV this morning, and so, having lights and stuff like that on your face can make you look a little washed out. So sometimes it's nice to wear some skincare products. So what I really don't wear much makeup typically. I wear very minimal makeup, but I will tell you what I use. I use a combination of things. I use Ilia. Let's see, do I have any of the products with me? Ilia. I believe it's ILIA. I really like their mascara and some of their other makeups. Is their eye products are actually I really like those. And I also use a Jane Iredale for lip products and some of their like their blush and things like that. So those are what I use. Sometimes I use a little bit of Bare Minerals and things like that. So what you want to look for is you definitely don't want to have things like silicone, these PFAS in your cosmetics. You definitely want to avoid those. Those are the forever chemicals that just don't go away. And then you also want to avoid fragrance and parabens, mineral oil. So these are the things to look out for and makeup. And instead looking for mineral makeups, things that are made with natural ingredients, things that have essential oils or fragrance free, things like that. Somebody also asked me about hair care products. Now, that's a tricky one. Now, I don't really use a lot of hair products. I use I can't remember the name of that. I have like this one hairspray I get from Whole Foods, and I can't remember the brand name right now, but it's very light. I actually use the Spa Doctor skincare products in my hair, so I'll use a little bit of the serum and a little bit of the moisturizer, and just use that to kind of help my hair not be like have all the flyaways and stuff, and then just use a little bit of that hairspray. I really don't use much in the way of products. But I'm happy to answer other questions you have about and I don't want to say bad things about some of the skincare manufacturers out there or the companies, but I do want to be transparent with you. Now, there are companies, some of you guys are mentioning them on here. Um, I would just say, what I would say is ask questions, really look at the ingredients. Do they contain fragrance? A lot of these so called natural companies, they actually contain synthetic fragrances. You do not want these in your skincare products. If it says natural, don't just assume it's natural. If it says made with natural ingredients, that's a big red flag because they only have to put a few, like maybe an ingredient that's natural. Maybe they put some, you know, I don't know. Maybe they put some argan oil in it and they call it all natural. Or they call it made with natural ingredients. You have to look at the ingredients and you just fragrance, parabens, mineral oil, oxybenzone, these are things you want to avoid. Get a copy of my book Clean Skin from Within. All that information is there, and be sure to check out the Hormones Health and Harmony docu-series. We're alive now at hormoneseries.com is where you go to sign up. Save your spot. You'll get an email with the link to watch us. We're in episode 2 right now. We're going to episode 3 tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tomorrow, we're going into Too Toxic, episode 4 at 6 p.m. tomorrow. You do not want to miss that episode. So go ahead, sign up, invite every woman you know because women need to have this information. Our hormones are totally out of whack. We are seeing practitioners, you'll hear the doctors in this series talk about how we're seeing in women and men too, but women in particular more of these hormonal imbalances than ever. That's because of these toxic chemicals that we're exposed to. And we have so many of these that we're exposed to, and we're seeing more thyroid disease, we're seeing more infertility, we're seeing early puberty in young people, we're seeing very challenging menopause transitions, women difficulties with pregnancy and postpartum, obesity, you name it. Like, because it's related to obesity because we have to remember our hormones are not just sex hormones. They're not just estrogen, progesterone, testosterone. Insulin is a hormone that helps regulate our blood sugar. It's related to our weight. If you guys have watched the current episode that's up right now, episode 2, it's on metabolism and weight. And we talk about how toxins play a role in this too. And so our thyroid, our adrenals, so many hormones are being impacted by these toxins we're exposed to. We have to make a change. We have to stop this. Sorry, I'm on my soapbox here. But I hope you all understand that I'm very passionate about that. I know somebody is asking if you ever do a course on hormones and toxins, a certification course. I'd love to sign up. I should. I think that would be really great, especially to get that message out. Because the more people that know this, the better. We have to stop getting exposed to these chemicals. We have to demand clean products. And it starts with the consumers. That's why I can't just see patients one on one anymore. I needed to get this information out in a big way. And I can't just be talking to my colleagues about this. I talk to them on camera now, and then to get this out to people like you. So I need your help spreading the word. Hormoneseries.com. Please share this with everyone you know. And I hope to see you over in the Facebook group. Join me there because we're the Hormones, Health, and Harmony Facebook group. We have some nice conversations going on over there. And as we go through the docu-series, we'll have more interactions there. So join me there, and I will see you soon.